Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with Me. I'm trying to get this set to where you can see it a little better. I guess with this phone, that's as good as it's going to get. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. So glad you could stop by. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. So today is Saturday. I'm fixing to go to work here in just a little bit. This week has been all kinds of fun, and I'm joking about that. I spent Wednesday at the Kia dealership getting my car fixed. Yeah, and yes, I keep accidentally turning this light pad off because I keep hitting the button. So you'll see that go on and off several times, especially in this little corner. But anyway, I'll tell you about the car here in a minute. So we decided that we would go camping this weekend, kind of like a work camp trip, because we went ahead and we pulled the camper up to, it's a campground that's close to where we work at. So even though, and this I keep hitting, see, no, what'd I do? Close that out. Hopefully it's still there. Okay. I know that this is not the best view of this. Hopefully I can edit it in a little bit better, but anyway, we decided to go camping this week and kind of have a work camp trip. And we will be staying at this campground till Wednesday. I've really been wanting to go camping, and I thought I'll have Tuesday and most of the day Wednesday just to relax and be able to be just fine. Well, I was taking Joshua to work on Friday. He pays for gas for me to drive him up there. And I had just stopped to get gas. Well, I got gas in the car and I was fixing to leave, and my check engine light came back on. And this was, we had already spent 3 to 4 hours at the Kia dealership on Wednesday. So I was like, fine, I'll take him to work, and then since I'll be up that way, I'll drive up to the Kia dealership and let him know. Well, I get halfway to where I drop him off at and realize I did not have my wallet. And I was planning on staying up there anyway because he only worked 3 hours yesterday. And it wasn't worth me driving home and then driving back up there. Well, I forgot my wallet at the house, so I had to turn around and go back and get my wallet. And I thought, well, I'll just stay here while I'm doing that. I'll call Kia, see what they say. Well, they wanted me to immediately bring my car back up there so they could run the diagnostic on it. So I managed to get one of the tires on the camper has a very, very, very slow leak in it. So I managed to get it aired back up because we were going to leave as soon as Josh got home. We were going to start getting the camper ready to leave. So, anyway, I managed to get that done and get a few things packed for the trip. So, we went ahead and so I went ahead and drove back up to Kia. And they told me the diagnostic will just take about 10 minutes. It's just to make sure that it's not going to hurt if you keep driving. I'm like, okay, as long as y'all have it done in just a few minutes, because I have to go and pick up my son at 2 o'clock from work, which he actually didn't get off till 3, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I said, okay, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. We're just going to run the diagnostic. Well, once I got there, I spent like 30 minutes there, which isn't terrible, but by the time that I left there, it was like 1:45. And I still had to drive 2 towns over to get to where my son works, which he ended up working late, as I said anyway. So I got there about 2:15, 2:30. I stopped by Gino's because I was starving. I hadn't ate anything. And they have a little combo thing where you get 2 slices of pizza, a side salad, and a drink for like $10. And I'm sorry about the AC. Let me see if I can turn that up real quick. Okay. So I turned it up a little bit. I'll turn it back down before I leave tonight. So that whenever we come home, I'll probably leave it at where it's at because it's not bad in here right now. But anyway, what they said at the Kia dealership is next, I had to make an appointment to take it back into them. I can drive it until then. It's not going to hurt anything. But it was the same codes that it was giving before. So, I gotta take it back up there Wednesday, drop it off, and leave it with them for most of the day. But Wednesday is also the day that we gotta leave here. So I'm gonna have to leave Josh to be able to set up the camper and everything so that he can take it back home. And I get to spend my Wednesday up there in Fort Smith. Of course, we're gonna wait. After he drops off the camper and stuff, he'll come and pick me up. So, and then we get up here. Like, finally, all of that is done. I sit in the car and I wait on Joshua for about 30 minutes until he gets off work. So, I tried to do a little bit of diamond painting, but after I ate and went back there and started diamond painting, he ended up coming out to the car. So, I didn't get to record my coffee chat and WIP then like I had planned. I'd planned on dropping him off at work, going over to the park and recording a coffee chat and WIP in the van. I even went and got my coffee after I dropped him off. Anyway, so So once I picked him up, I gave him the second slice of pizza because I can't eat two slices of pizza and a side salad. And then we went home. And I had to, or we were going to go home, and then I remembered I was out of cat food, and he's going to have to feed the animals this week while I'm gone. So I had to go buy and get cat food at Walmart, and I bought a few things for him. I got some milk and a few other things for the camper for us this weekend. Which I still got to go back and get more because you know how it is whenever you're in a hurry. Nothing goes the way that you want it to. So went ahead, got the stuff that I needed from Walmart, went home. By the time I got back home, um, Josh had gotten off work just a little bit early, so I didn't have everything packed yet. I had most of it. I managed to get a lot of it packed. And so I got everything else in the camper and we were ready to go. So we drove up here. Whenever we got here, it was just starting to get dark out. It wasn't quite dark yet, but it was very, very close to being dark. So we were trying to set everything up before it got dark. And then I get in there and I put my Java Joanna painting out. And I have the painting, I have my light pad, I have my other painting, which is actually the one I'm working on now. I went ahead and decided to start on Cat and Fairy because I left my drills to Java Joanna at the house. I have 7 squares left on her, but I left my drills at the house. So I was like, I'm going to enjoy some diamond painting before I go to bed tonight, which ended up I didn't because I had to kit this up. And not only did I leave Java Joanna's drills at the house, I was going to kit it down and use that suitcase to put all these drills in. Well, I didn't have my suitcase because I left it at the house. What I do have is these Harbor Freight containers, which I had in the camper. So that is what I used to kit this up. I will be finishing Java Joanna hopefully before I go home. Hopefully Tuesday I will be able to finish her. Josh had to go back to town this morning to his mom's house, and he is going to pick up my Java Joanna drills for me. So this may be the one and only square of this that I do right away, but I wanted something to diamond paint here, and this is what I decided. Um, how long are we at? We're at 14 minutes. Okay, I still got a little bit of time. So just a little bit of letting you know what the picture is that I'm painting in case y'all haven't seen my other videos. It is Cat and Fairy by Sarah Richter. It is a 70 centimeter by 88 centimeter, and it does have 2 ABs in it. It has these are just the black drills. the 310. So it has a lot of 310 in it. And already with this one, I have this right here. If you look in there, these, I'm pouring all my black 310 drills in here that are stuck together. And if I have to use them, I will worry about that later. Which I may end up having to, because this morning, whenever I first started on this, I decided to drop my tray and the black drills went all over the floor. Luckily, I didn't have any more than that in it. So I caught a lot of them, but I probably lost 30 or 40 drills. Hopefully Tuesday, whenever I do a coffee chat and WIP or something at that point, it'll be nice outside and I'll be able to go outside. We're expecting storms tonight. It didn't storm last night, but it did storm the night before. So hopefully whenever I'm on my way home from work, it's not storming, or on my way to the camper. We have stayed at this campground several times before. It's peaceful except for the train whenever it goes by. But this actual site, I have never stayed in before. This is on this one, I have a great view of the water. It's a very nice view outside. So I'll probably have to try to take some pictures of that before we leave. Maybe Tuesday night. Let's see. I've almost got this square completed. So once I finish the square, we'll probably end this coffee chat and WIP. There's not much to this square. I've got a little bit of 939 in here, and then the 310, and the one that I'm working on now is 823. This has so much 310 in it. So I'm glad I have my butterfly one to kind of give me a break in between if I decide to work on it instead. Because I need the color. I love bright colors in my paintings. But this painting is so pretty. I love it. I love the picture that it's supposed to be anyway. And I'm sure it'll turn out good. DP Crazy Lady, I did listen to your video this morning. I have not got to comment on it yet, but I completely understand what you're saying about Diamond Art Club. I have a lot of their paintings. I myself have never had any trouble with running out of drills, but in the last 6 months or so, I've heard of several people having issues with them. And I haven't bought, I'm trying to stay away from buying more. There's only certain ones that I will buy right now. There are 2 on Amazon that I want to get, but they're Randall Spangler's, and he is only licensed through Diamond Art Club. So And I love my Randall Spanglers. Absolutely love them. But there is 2 on Amazon, and they're smaller paintings that I want to get. And then, like I was telling you in the message that I sent a reply to you, there's one at Hobby Lobby that I want to get, and I miss it every year. I think they've had it out for the last 2 years, and I keep missing getting it, and it's the puppy with the Santa hat, and I can't remember if there's a Christmas tree with it or not, but I really want to get that one. Hopefully, I can get it this year. But as far as ordering them from their website, I haven't ordered any since I got the Randall Spangler mystery painting. And I have no plans as of right now of ordering any. I have several Craftibly paintings, and I really like their paintings. Right now, I'm working on Java Joanna, and I have had no issues whatsoever with the drills, with the painting, with the stick, anything. And there's only one thing about Craftibly that I do not like, but it's not going to keep me from painting their paintings. And that is their symbols. And the reason is that there I go, turning it off again. At least you get a kind of a picture of what I'm working on, even though the lighting in here isn't that great. But some of their symbols will show on the key code as one color of the background, and then whenever you actually look at on the canvas, it's a different color. Now the symbol is correct, but the colors kind of throw me off on that. But other than that, I love Craftibly. And I can tell you that they do have excellent customer service. And mine was mainly whenever I used to go. You know what? I think I put that. I did. I put the drills back in here, and I know better than that because sometimes I forget what color I did. Okay, this one was you, though. No, it wasn't. Look what I just did. What color was it that I was just doing? I've got to pick all these out of here. Oh, no. This is going to be fun. This is going to take me a little bit of time. This may just be one that I separate out as I go. Because in this light right here, I can't tell much difference in them. This weekend has not been a good weekend for me. Or this week, especially the last few days. I'm having nothing but little things that are going wrong. I'm just going to separate them as I go through. Okay, so I've got a few of the wrong color in my 823s. I did not pour them all in there. I've just got to figure out what color I was working on. I thought it was you, but it wasn't. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. I know this was a little bit of a shorter coffee chat and WIP, But I've got to figure out what color these drills are that I have right here. And I believe this is one of them. Let me try pulling that up. I gotta go over there and get my tweezers probably, because my hands just are not grabbing it. I thought I'd already done the stars. Okay. So I believe that this one might be the stars. Yep. So in my 823s, I'm going to have a few of the 803s mixed in with it. I'll just have to take note of those and remember so that as I'm using them, I can pour them out. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just having all kinds of stuff go wrong this week. Hopefully, once I get to work, it'll be okay. And tomorrow is a new day. We will go from there. Anyway, everyone take care. I will see you next time. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Bye.